Hello and welcome to a special holiday edition of Gaming Knuckleheads Talk. Let me start off by wishing all of our Jewish viewers a happy first night of Hanukkah. And everyone else, happy Kwanzaa, Merry Christmas, whatever holiday you celebrate, whatever it may be this year. An early blessed be to all of the pagans who will be celebrating the winter solstice on the 21st. And let me just start out by saying, aside from the fact that Gaming Knuckleheads Talk is the show that remembers to bring holiday greetings to its viewers, we also have such a limit on gaming-related holiday topics that I literally had to modify my topic in such a way that rather than being broad and generic, it has more of a singular discussion-based bit. You'll see that when I get around to it. But to kick us off, Matt, I believe by holiday games, you mean games that release during the holiday period?
Yeah.
I thought so.
Uh-huh.
Off.
Well, I mean, and also, not just those, but also like games that are like, I mean, there have been some games that are like, that celebrate like a specific holiday, but those are rare. So it's fine.
Be more specific?
Like, there used to be like, you know, the game Lemmings.
Yeah.
There was a special like Christmas Lemmings version
Yeah.
that had
Like
like
how
additional
like an
levels.
Animal Crossing Christmas is essentially just Toy Day?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I
Well,
mean,
yeah.
it's probably better if we just include games that are released during the holidays because
Yeah.
you know it's like
I think
there's
games that do
there's
like
a
a
few.
specific holiday are a dime a dozen anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I think good games that released like during the holidays would be like wasn't Mario 3 released during the holidays? I think it was.
Well, while I make a joke about fighting games and RPGs,
Uh-huh.
let me just check on that.
Uh-huh.
North American release date on the NES was February 12th,
Oh,
1990. And the Play Choice 10 edition released the year before on July 15th. So if by the holiday season you mean the period between Thanksgiving and Christmas, then no, Super Mario Bros. 3 was not a holiday release.
okay. Well, I'm trying to think of others that released during the holiday. Uh,
What do we always make fun of on the channel?
see.
I mean, to be honest, it didn't used to be a holiday schedule release. It wasn't until Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire that they started like November for the new main series games. Which is also where I'm going to get all the Legends fans collectively pissed off at us and say that's exactly how you know that Pokemon's Legends Arceus is a spinoff. Not just the fact that they put more effort and quality into it like they do with all spinoffs, but also because it didn't release in November. Excuse me, I'm going to go barricade the door now before a bunch of angry people dox me and try to break it down.
Let me see. I believe Metroid Dread kind of released near the holidays.
Didn't it release in October?
Yeah, but that was in October.
Yeah, like late
Yeah.
October, like closer to Halloween.
Oh yeah,
well,
that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know there's always holiday sales of games.
Yeah. I think it depends on if what you're looking for is available, though, and whether or not it's what's the word I'm looking for? Like where you buy it. Like
Mm-hmm.
Let's say that I wanted to just pick an arbitrary game. Let's say that Dragon Quest IX had gotten a Switch re-release,
Mm-hmm.
and it released in like April. And my family was like, "What do you want for the holidays?" The Switch version of Dragon Quest IX. I think they'd be more prone to buying it at either Target, Walmart, or through an online retailer like Amazon or eBay. Because I think that holiday games that release during the holiday period are more likely to be picked up in places like GameStop. And games that released earlier in the year that you want for the holidays are more likely to be picked up. Like, Brent, you tend to hold off on buying games so your parents have something to get you for the Christmas season.
Yeah.
How often do they go to GameStop to get games that released earlier in the year?
That I have no idea. Honestly, I don't know how much about what my parents do in regards to getting games like that. Usually, it's only for games that are more released more say between November and December.
Right.
Oh, there is one game that's coming out pretty soon that I guess could be considered near a holiday release game. Grand Blue Fantasy Rising. Yeah. No, Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising.
Grand Blue Fantasy
Versus
versus Rising.
Rising.
2023. Oh, no wonder. It's Grand Blue. I heard that with a D.
Yeah, sorry.
It's actually releasing next week on the 14th.
Yeah.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, but with my parents, I honestly think because they do a lot of shopping through there, I think they honestly just do it through Amazon.
Yeah, I was going to say, in terms of holiday sales, yeah, games sell during the holidays, but games that release during the holidays and games that release prior to the holidays, I think, like I said, the sales are going to come from different locations,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Plus, it depends on how many people are clamoring to buy it. I don't know if it's just like a supply and demand thing, because I know scalpers aren't always involved, so we're leaving them out. Out of this one, but I feel like let me just adjust the tone of the lighting. I feel like these days with GameStop, I feel like it's once you buy, once they sell out of stock, it seems like they never restock new games. If a game comes out in March, that game, unless they didn't sell X amount of copies, that GameStop is never going to have a brand new copy of it in stock ever for some reason. It seems like lately GameStop, when it comes to new game releases, it's one and done. We're ordering this many units, and then we're not ordering any more units to restock when we sell out.
I think it's because everything's going digital.
Well, yeah, but aside from that, until we do see a fully digital future, I still don't think it's a viable enough excuse to justify not ordering when somebody sold out. Because, first off, it's one thing to buy on Amazon or eBay. But with Amazon, you're better off because Prime and everything. But why pay for something online? Pay the sales tax. A game that retails at $59.99. After sales tax, I can't speak for the rest of the United States, but here in Florida, after sales tax, it's $64.19. Why am I going to pay $64.19 plus an additional $5 in shipping just to wait 2 to 3 weeks and hope that USPS doesn't decide to be lazy and my package just happens to be one of the ones thrown away, when I can walk into a store, pick up the game box, bring it to the counter, wait for them to open the drawer, take the game out. And I think it's just a GameStop only thing. Because I see Target and Walmart restock sold out games on a regular basis.
And that's true.
Yeah. So I think it's more of a GameStop decision. But it still goes to Yeah, but let's talk about observation for a minute. Because I want to hear input from both of you. Aside from Pokemon, what games seem like the most likely to release during the holiday season compared to the rest of the year?
I would say like big AAA games myself, like like any sort of like Mario game or Mario related game.
Excluding Princess Peach Showtime, Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door Remastered, and Mario vs. Donkey Kong. No, but yeah, I mean, like in terms of AAA, I tend to see, yeah, I do think that AAA, and yes, I don't give a fuck what Game Freak says. They count as a AAA developer. I mean, you can argue that Game Freak themselves is a third-party publisher because they have put stuff onto other systems, which first and second-party publishers cannot do without permission from the company that owns them. But the Pokemon development team, like I think classifying what party Game Freak is very touchy. It's like, well, Game Freak is a second-party developer because they're owned by Nintendo. Explain how Giga Wrecker made it onto the PC and Tembo the Badass Elephant made it onto the PlayStation systems then. If they were a second-party developer, they couldn't do that without Nintendo's permission. Yeah. But yeah, AAA, what do you think, Brent? What do you tend to see releasing around the holiday more than anything else?
Well, same as Matt usually says, it's usually like AAA titles or usually like in certain cases like very big name brands. Like even though most of them I think more released now in November rather than December, it's still that's usually the one you start seeing once it gets like closer towards the holiday season.
Right.
And maybe like big indie titles. I don't know. Those usually come out just whenever.
And depending on my funding, I might actually get the physical copy of Super Crazy Rhythm Castle. Use my $5 off coupon. I know I was eyeballing that game. Yeah, I found out it got a physical release on its when it came out, but it had never been advertised as having a physical release.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that's an example of a rare case of an indie game happening because that released. Well, I guess it released prior to. Okay, so for the holidays, would you say starting on Black Friday until the 26th of December, or starting on the 1st of November?
I'd say Black.
People qualify Pokemon as a holiday release, despite the fact that it always releases before Thanksgiving.
I would qualify it as a game that releases after Thanksgiving.
So then Pokemon would not count as a holiday release because it always releases beforehand.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, Matt, barricade your door because much like me and the Pokemon Legends Arceus moment, now you have a target on your back too.
But yeah, I mean, that's just what I think.
Yeah, but for argument's sake, let's say that it qualifies November 1st. In that case, like I know Super Crazy Rhythm, that's like what is that like a third-party develop? Is that like a AAA game, or is that a? I just had it pulled up. Let me see the name of the developer. Oh wait, no, my bad. It's Konami.
It is? Oh, definitely first party then.
Yeah, definitely AAA. I was about to say an example of an indie game releasing during the holiday. Then I looked at the game boxes on GameStop's website just now, and I saw the big old Konami in the bottom right corner of the Switch box, and the PlayStation box, and the Xbox box. Wow, I sound like a complete moron saying Xbox box to describe the game box. Wait, what you up to, Matt?
I was just looking to see. Apparently, let's see, 1080 Degree Snowboarding, Harvest Moon 64, and Jet Force Gemini are available now on Nintendo Switch Online.
Ooh. Well, I know that people were talking about how Jet Force Gemini was coming, but I
Yeah,
guess they shadow dropped Harvest Moon and 1080.
yeah.
Oh, not bad, not bad.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah. I was never a fan of the 10 seconds equals 10 minutes clock in Harvest Moon. Maybe I'm just bad at time management, but I feel like with the amount of shit you have to do in the game, you can barely run a farm properly with that kind of clock. I long for a game that uses the similar in-game clock to Fantasy Life. Like, it doesn't take like the whole 24 hours like Animal Crossing does, but it also doesn't move super fast. It's the clock in the game moves at a very leisurely pace from a day-to-night cycle, which would make playing farming simulators much more. And that's also why I don't really play farming simulators anymore. Until I get one with a more leisurely time in-game clock, I'm just going to be running around in circles like, help me! All right. So this next one is more or less. So originally I was going to talk about hold on, I am promoting the stream because that is the thing that I do. Because there are people who have a vested interest in what I do, even if they don't watch our videos. Okay, I initially wanted to talk about like games as gifts in general, like, oh, what kind of games do you like to receive as gifts? But
Yeah.
That's such a base, generic question. We would set a record for the shortest Gaming Knuckleheads talk episode ever. So earlier today, before I got everything set up, when I was doing some errand running, I came up with a way to turn this into a more discussion-based point. How viable is games as gifts when that dreaded all digital feature comes into fruition?
I'd say it becomes a lot smaller because, parents and whatnot, they wouldn't know. I mean, actually, I take that back. Because they can get you they may not be able to get you specific games, but they can give you digital gift cards.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like a gift card is a cheap and lazy way to do your gaming, to give somebody a gift. Like, how do you think I got $60 worth of Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 DLC as a belated Christmas gift for my sister who lives in Israel when she was visiting the family in January of 2023, and I just happened to be in Tampa at the same time? She was nice enough to get me $60 worth of Nintendo eShop cards so I could get the DLC.
Yeah.
How is that cheap and lazy? It got me something that I wanted, and it qualified as a gift. With an all-digital future, you're going to have to start giving people, digital storefront credit to buy their games.
Yeah. We actually got that for one of my cousins who plays, like one of those Minecraft style games. So.
Xenoverse 2?
No, Minecraft style games.
Dragon Quest Builders.
No, it's Roblox.
You got any weigh in on the subject, Brent?
Honestly, not too much, though I do agree with you. That's like gift cards, even if it doesn't look like as great as a gift, isn't like that bad of a thing. Because I mean, one, it's money that you basically, within limits, of course, because it's related to whatever it's related to, like a Nintendo, like a Nintendo e-card, or like say Amazon or Best Buy or any of that stuff. It allows the person to basically be able to buy what they want to get. So honestly, especially if we're converting, as we convert more and more to digital, it's a viable one, especially for getting someone a video game.
Yeah, and I will say, I think that gift cards are an okay gift. It's I have 80 some odd dollars worth of music albums I want to buy. So if like my family was like, oh, what do you want for the holidays? I mean, iTunes gift card's perfect, you know?
Uh-huh.
I can buy a couple of albums, save a little money,
Uh-huh.
instead of having to figure out when I'm going to be able to afford each. Because my backlog of music I want to buy keeps growing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Same here.
people have got to stop recommending new songs to me in the car. Otherwise, YouTube has got to stop recommending new songs to me when I listen to music at home. You know? Otherwise, my backlog is going to keep growing, and then I'm going to bankrupt myself trying to fill out my music library and run out of room on my computer storage.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's like definitely. So like, I'm not going to get mad and get me an iTunes gift card. Like, hey, I can get that CD I wanted. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, but it's still not. I still don't feel like it's the same as getting like a specific, game or something. But still, it's in the end, it doesn't really make a huge difference.
Well, I mean, if you're angling for a specific game and it's digital only, you can get that amount in credit. You know,
Yeah.
like for example, even though it's gonna screw me in the bank for the month, playing Theater Rhythm Final Bar Line got me on a bit of a Final Fantasy kick. So I decided to play a Final Fantasy game I've never played before, and I dropped $21 on Final Fantasy IX.
Uh-huh.
Honestly, all you got to do is give somebody who wants Final Fantasy IX on the Switch a $20 gift card, and then just see what you can do about copying the extra 99 cents out of pocket, or just give them the next tier up on the available cards, the $35 one. They
Yeah.
can save up whatever's left over for another game they want to get.
Yeah.
So you can still customize what games you get people with a gift card. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have looked at GameStop like in the stores, and sometimes there are specific game digital cards that will only download that one game if you redeem it.
Yeah, I've seen that at like Target and Walmart too. It's like
Yeah.
it's like codes that like will like get you the specific. I actually was gonna do that when I did the Scarlet and Violet DLC,
Uh-huh.
but my dumbass saw the game download cards and thought that because the pre-orders were starting for the DLC that they were DLC cards. So I stood in the video game section of Target for a good 10 minutes, like, okay, am I reading this right? Where are the DLC redeem cards? Do they even have DLC redeem cards? Turns out they didn't. It was just, oh, here you go. Here's your card that gets you Pokemon Scarlet or Violet digital.
You would think that they would do that, but guess not. I never see DLC for any sort of game on cards. I mean, I've seen though like bundles where it'll include the game and the DLC.
Yeah. I mean, they're probably going to start doing that now that Scarlet and Violet got that physical re-release with the DLC included. And the 14th is when the Indigo disc drops. So the fact that the re-release with the DLC pre-programmed is already out, all people are going to have to do is update their game to unlock the Indigo mask stuff. So the Indigo disc. I am confusing my colors and objects.
But yeah, that's good though. That for kids during the holiday season, they can get everything all at once.
Kids during the holiday season.
You know what I mean.
I.e., people like you and me in our 30s who play Pokemon, because despite the fact that they market towards kids, Pokemon's majority demographic is adults.
Yeah. Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah. Well, we beat this topic to death, so let's move on to one that should be a little bit meatier.
Mm-hmm. All right,
Meanwhile, Brent, will you get us started on memories of holiday games as gifts? I'm going to go dry off for my hot chocolate.
Okay.
You'll be here for a minute.
I know. So, for this topic, I wanted to more talk about. I mean, we've all had probably moments where we remember getting like a gifts, like a game as a gift for the holidays, and probably remember having some pretty fond memories about them. So, this is more of an area to talk about those sorts of memories and what they really meant to you. I mean, and it's like I've got a few I can go through. I got a few that are like more tied into like getting a new game console as well. But I'm gonna stick to my first one being about one of my actual memories. Back when the first Mass Effect came out, that was one of the games that I actually asked my parents to get for Christmas, and I remember. Aside from like spending time with the family during like dinner and all that other stuff, a lot of this time I spent from that day and the rest of the Christmas break was literally playing through that game because I am a very big I really love sci-fi games. I do.
What was that one game you were playing where the woman had the conspiracy theory about the aliens?
Hold on a second.
I think
Trying
it
to
was
remember.
Outer Wilds, but it might have been another game.
It was Outer Wilds, yeah.
Which is officially coming to Switch at long last, or a remastered version, I forget.
It's Outer Worlds, actually, I believe. Yeah, the Outer Worlds.
Oh, that's right. The Outer Wilds is a new game. A sequel, The Outer Worlds 2, was announced in June 2021. Well, anyway. But yeah, back to the memories.
Yeah.
Yeah. Other memories I had were primarily through also a combination of certain game consoles. One particular was the Wii. Spent a lot of time with that playing through Mario Galaxy and also Metroid Prime 3. Actually started with Metroid Prime 3 first, then Mario Galaxy. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Hurt my wrist quite a bit, though, unfortunately.
Yeah, I can see that happening.
That's the two biggest things I remember. The fun and the hurt wrist.
Pain and hurt. Well, for me, one big one, I can't remember if it was for my birthday or if it was for the Christmas Hanukkah season, but for some reason, the holiday gift table, I seem to remember the wrapped box being there. But way back in the 90s, after I got my first taste of video gaming when I used to play Super Mario World at my friend's house, my grandmother was nice enough to get me a Game Boy. And I don't remember the exact year, so the game might have already been out for a while and still on store shelves, but one of my earliest and most fondest gaming gift memories is when I opened that wrapping paper during the holidays, and there it was. My first Mario game I could call my own. Super Mario Land 2. And I still have it. I just use a Game Boy Color now, but I had the original 4AA brick of a Game Boy, and yet somehow it was able to fucking fit in my pants pocket no problem. So I took that shit everywhere. I remember here in South Florida we have the Museum of Science and Discovery. Up in Tampa we have the Museum of Science and Industry. I used to go to like day camps there during the summer, I used to have that in my pocket. And if I got bored with the sciencey shit, I would literally just sit there trying to get to the boss of the tree zone for the upkeep time. Oh, yeah. Your turn.
Okay, I'd say for me it would be getting like the original NES, and I got like a Batman, the video game, and I mean that's really tough as nails, but I mean it was still so much fun because I remember seeing it like next to the Christmas tree and everything.
Yep.
And then I also played like Mario Duck Hunt and Mario 3, and then a couple of maybe like 3 or 4 Christmases later, I got the Sega Genesis, and that was also like under the tree and had like a Sonic the Hedgehog 2, so it was a lot of fun. And so yeah, I mean, those are the fondest ones that I remember. So.
Yeah, well, a more recent gaming memory, it's not so much fond as it is amusing. When I was up for Thanksgiving, my aunt and I spent some time together, and we went to GameStop. And GameStop is notorious for not having the most accurate website.
Yeah.
Hold on. Anyway, but yeah, and prior to leaving, I was like, I'm kind of feeling like I've been watching some YouTube videos. Some people have been recommending Theater Rhythm. I might as well give it a try. Just beat it this morning. Well, I beat it last night because you have to clear a very specific set of songs to see the end credits, even if you didn't clear all the other songs. So while I technically beat it last night, I officially beat the story mode this morning. But I was like, oh, yay, there is not a single store anywhere in the state of Florida that has a copy of Theater Rhythm for sale. Guess what I saw at the Tampa GameStop on Del Mabry Highway when I walked in there with my aunt on Black Friday afternoon?
Exactly what you were looking for.
The last copy of exactly what I was looking for.
That's amazing.
Oh, yeah. Of course, I had like Super Mario RPG demanding my attention, so I didn't start the game until this past Saturday. But I got through it. I'm just going to say right now, the All-Star Carnival Battle at the Bridge arrangement, don't ever fucking play that stage if you value your positive attitude.
What stage?
How familiar are you with the Theater Rhythm series?
I have it, but I haven't played it yet.
Oh, there's an arcade game called All-Star Carnival, right?
Yeah.
The song Battle at the Bridge? They have a remix arrangement of that song in All-Star Carnival. Yeah. And it's one of the songs in the Theater Rhythm series in Final Bar Line.
Yeah.
It is my most played song because I kept getting a goddamn game over until I switched to simple mode and got by on the skin of my teeth. I was this close to getting my 5th game over. Like, this song was not made for Western gamers, even ones who are good at rhythm games. It was obviously meant for the Japanese audience, and Square is just like, you know what? Let's give it to the West anyway. I played one of the Final Fantasy X songs with triggers moving at a super fast rate, and I perfect chained that motherfucker. Battle at the Bridge is so intense on the easiest difficulty. I was literally, you know what? I'm not even going to bother unlocking every single song at this point, you know? I did it but I will never play that stage again. Like if I play the online battle mode and that song pops up, I will either just sit there and score a 0, or I will be that guy and disconnect from the match. It's just a badly designed stage, but like other than that, I give the game solid marks. Very fun, good collection of songs. You're gonna find some stuff you love. You're gonna find some stuff you were never fond of. It's got a little something for everybody. But yeah, I just needed to take the moment since we're talking about Theater Rhythm to bitch about All Star Carnival's arrangement of Battle at the Bridge. Yeah.
Let's see. I think another thing. Oh yeah, I remember. I think during the holidays, I think I got enough money to buy King of Fighters 15. That was pretty good.
Remind me, which King of Fighters game did I play at your place?
It was 15.
Yeah, I was gonna say I like it. When are they actually going to make a gaming laptop that can handle PC games so that I can actually fucking own it?
I think, it really depends on what you're looking for. I mean, some gaming laptops.
I'm looking for a gaming laptop that when I play a game on my in my Steam library, it will not blow out my fan. Because one thing I've noticed with gaming laptops is even if the laptop it's designed to play the current generation games in the market. Yeah, and one gaming session later, your laptop is overheating because the game is too powerful for the system, and your cooling fan went into overdrive and fucking broke. Don't advertise that it's a gaming laptop that can play top of the line current generation PC games unless you can marathon a game for a month straight without the CPU fan breaking. Because if the CPU fan breaks, it's not a gaming laptop, even if it's advertised as one. The fact that you have to spend thousands of dollars on a laptop and then a couple hundred more on a giant fucking cooling unit, like I'm talking about like like PC towers in like a server room, like that, just to keep your computer cool while you're playing. I'm sorry, a cooling unit should be optional to prevent unnecessary overheat. If it's required because you're not going to have a computer for very much longer after playing games, it is not a gaming compatible device. I don't care if the manufacturer markets it as a gaming as such. A gaming compatible device will not blow out your fans. And I'm streaming from an Asus Republic of Gamers. Most of the games that released in 2020 when I got this thing are too powerful for an Asus Republic of Gamers. So Asus either needs to make a more powerful system, or they need to stop advertising this particular brand as a gaming laptop.
Let's see.
Yeah, I ran out of memories.
So did I.
Only other memory I do have is probably my youngest one. When I got a PlayStation, I think I've told you this on the thing before. PlayStation was technically my first console, and that included like this was like during when the PlayStation was like still wasn't like new. It was like still a bit old, so I had a slew of like games to play through, like Crash Bandicoot 2 and 3, Spyro 1 and 2. Yes, in the peanut gallery.
Did you skip Crash Bandicoot 1 because of the notoriously shitty controls?
I don't know exactly why. All I know is that when my parents got it, they also got like a like slew of like chosen games, and that was what came with it.
Cool.
And I forget its name, but there was also this snowboarding game. Wasn't really that great of it, but
Oh,
yeah.
Cool. I bet it was Cool Borders.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. But anyways, like that's like one of my oldest memories. Mainly, it stands out again because first console. Technically, also first time I actually had games that were for me, because most of the games that we got were ones that my brother wanted.
And then you got the hand-me-downs when he gave you his old consoles.
The hand-me-downs, and then I started getting my own games, starting with Majora's Mask.
Dear Brent, please come to the castle. I have baked a cake for you.
Okay, I'm coming.
I'll give you a hint. It's the White Castle if they're still in business.
Okay.
And they're going to have no idea what you're doing there demanding a cake. Yep. Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Oh yeah, I think I got the Nintendo 64 for Christmas, and yeah, no, actually I got it for my birthday. So that's not exactly a holiday game memory, but still a lot of fun.
Yeah. All right. Well, to take this home, let me ask you this: all digital future, time, room for, or is that a topic for another episode?
I think that could be its own. It's like another topic for another episode.
All right, then.
Yeah.
Okay, balls in your court. Bonus topic.
Anything interesting that's getting? I mean, that just got announced, or anything that you're looking forward to, or I mean, like from the Game Awards?
The Game Awards are actually currently streaming right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, there. One, the reason that I'm not doing a live reaction. Well, two reasons. One, Keeley made a very politically charged decision that I disagree with, that I'm not going to actively discuss on camera. And two, Brent, do you remember what happened the last time we streamed the Game Awards? I fell asleep during the last hour.
Oh yeah, because there was a lot of stuff that was going on behind the scenes at the time as well, particularly on my end.
I am way too fatigued in my adult age to actually be doing a live stream for that long, apparently. I don't care that hooking my computer up to the TV and, say, screen sharing through Restream, for example, like, I don't care that is something I can do for more than 3 hours, compared to the fact that Elgato only takes a maximum of 3 hours of footage. Like, I do not want to put on a suit, sit down on the couch just to fall asleep 3 hours in, and have everybody viewing watching me snore for the end of it. Also, reason number 3. In spite of putting royalty-free music into the awards show, everybody still got their asses hit with the copyrights.
Well, I didn't realize, so.
Yeah, last year, no, 2 years ago, because 2 years ago was the last time I did the stream, 21. Keeley actually mentioned throughout the show that because of some copyright claims that had been hitting major YouTubers, including ones who had actually been invited to stream the Game Awards, like there are two types of Game Awards streamers: those who are invited and those who do it just for the hell of it. Everybody who streamed in 2020 and earlier kept getting hit with copyright claims. So Keeley said, "You know what? We're going to make all the music in the show royalty free. You won't get copyright claimed." The word of the day is backfire. People still got copyright claimed, including people who got invited to stream the 2021 Game Awards. Yeah. So I have no clue what's being announced tonight, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, me neither.
My fat ass is going on the treadmill to lose some weight. And I'm either going to keep playing Final Fantasy IX or I'm just going to relax for the night.
Okay.
I am going to say, I picked the worst possible time to retire from streaming to the Game Awards. Because, Matt, you were there when we went to GameStop that one time, right? You heard the story from the employee about the guy who got arrested at the show?
Yeah.
If I had waited until last year to stop streaming, if I had made this year the first year I chose to retire from my choosing to stream the Game Awards every year, I would have fucking gotten to react to that epic scene. Yeah. So it's like fucking, yeah, I mean, Keeley choosing to make bad decisions and then publicly say that that a vote made the deciding factor when we all know that's bullshit, combined with the fact that I am incapable of streaming that long and that late now, I'm pretty much retired from reacting to the Game Awards, you know? Although, if we had chosen to take tonight off to watch it, we could have done like a Friday type dealio talking about the Game Awards, like how we decided starting with the new Nintendo Directs going forward. We're going to dedicate an episode to talking about the Directs. So.
Well, I mean, I don't necessarily mean talking about the Game Awards, just the games announced at the Game Awards.
Yeah, I mean, that's the best I could do when talking about the award show, because like I said, I'm not watching right now, so I don't know what's being announced.
Yeah.
I'll have to check like the trailers and shit on YouTube.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Trying to keep the Santa hat in good condition. I didn't even put a vote. It just everybody I know at Flynn's, from Jedi Shaggy to my friend Lou, all said you're doing Buggy the Clown and a Santa hat for the Flynn's holiday party at the end of the month. So I got to keep this in good condition so I don't have to go to Party City and buy another one. Because Buggy Claus is coming to Flynn's. Oh my God, when I post that shit on Instagram, I'm hoping Eddie gets a laugh out of that, you know?
When's Flynn's party?
I don't know, because right now the focus is on their marketplace event at the Margate Sports Complex on Saturday. That's an all-day affair, by the way. Like, we would have time, if you weren't meeting with our friend to do some stuff in the afternoon, we'd have time to go there, attend the event, and still get back to do stuff that we normally do throughout our busy Saturday. But I had opted not to go initially because I didn't know what the plan was, how much time we would have, what we would need to do. So I was like, but a guy in my Instagram, Flynn's group, did mention that the event, that the holiday party dates are going to be announced by Flynn's Instagram some point. But if it's anything like it was last year, it's going to be either between the 26th and the 31st or the weekend before. Well, not the weekend before, because the weekend before Christmas is Otaku Fest. So I know they don't do it on Christmas itself. They'll probably either do it in the middle of the week of Christmas, or honestly, I'm just gonna have to wait and see when they announce it. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But yeah.
Oh my goodness.
What?
Sega just announced a whole new games, new Jet Set Radio, new Shinobi, new Golden Axe, new Streets of Rage, new Crazy Taxi, and more.
Streets of Rage 5 release date. Wow.
Uh-huh.
And it's listen to this. Listen to this. Guess who Sega put in charge?
Who?
.mu and Lizard Cube. Same people who made Streets of Rage 4.
Uh-huh.
They did such a damn good job on that game that Sega wanted them to do the next one.
Uh-huh.
That's devotion.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, outside of trying to get some Double Dragons stuff in, I do believe we do know what our next major beat 'em up stream is going to be.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Whatever that may be.
Uh-huh.
All right, well, that's our show. Everybody share your gaming holiday memories and your thoughts on holiday games and your thoughts on games as gifts in an all-digital future in the comments below.
Mhm.
And until next time, everybody enjoy your holiday season. And whenever we have our next stream planned, we will do our next stream.
Uh-huh.
All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.